Hi, I'm Beth Clark, and I'm a researcher and engagement officer within the Centre for Rural Economy at Newcastle University. And in response to the We the Rural conference, I'm going to talk to you a bit more today about the project I'm currently working on called Field and some of the exciting opportunities that we have for creators of practice within this, thanks to some new funding for a residency that we have. So, Field is a 4-year interdisciplinary project funded by the Wellcome Trust, and it involves a team of social scientists such as myself, historians, economists, and epidemiological modelers from 6 UK institutions. The main aim of the project is to develop better understandings of and practices surrounding endemic livestock disease in the north of England. So, looking at sheep, beef, and cattle farming systems in particular. And just in case you haven't had enough of disease terminology over the past few months, endemic diseases are those that generally tend to persist or persistently are around in certain populations or regions. So, a key to the project is working with a range of different stakeholders. So, this for us includes farmers, their advisors, including vets, and members of the public too. And given that factors such as environmental, health, welfare, and political agendas are making food and farming one of the most contested topics in today's society. The project is a really timely opportunity to kind of explore some of these issues and issues surrounding livestock health and welfare in particular from a range of different perspectives through our work with these different audiences and different stakeholders. And this ties in with another core objective of the project, which is to hopefully develop better mutual understanding between farmers and members of the public too. So, both our research and our engagement activities to date have started to try and do this, engaging with those both in rural and non rural areas through both more formal and informal means. So, this is included working and going and talking to farmers and their advisors. So, hearing firsthand and prior to lockdown, seeing firsthand their experiences of livestock health, welfare, and disease. But it's also involved having a lot of conversations with members of the public through our engagement events. So, on topics to do with food farming and livestock health. And again, this has been with those from urban and rural settings and those with both a familiarity or unfamiliarity with farming as well. But ultimately, all of those who've participated have had an interest or an investment in food in the rural, mainly thanks to their consumption of food products, including those that are from an animal-based origin. And what we found that these engagement opportunities have really highlighted is a real desire from the public to have more of these conversations, specifically those around livestock health and welfare. So they typically have very few opportunities to do so and very few opportunities to have these sort of discussions without an agenda. So be that a pro-farming or an anti-farming agenda. So we are now halfway through the project, and we have recently received additional enrichment funding from the Wellcome Trust. And this is funding specifically designed to run engagement activities, particularly engagement activities with audiences who might not typically be engaged with science or academic research. So we'll be using the funds to run a series of engagement events centred in rural and urban settings around the topic of livestock health and disease, but with a focus on creative arts practice. So in order to achieve this, we are looking to recruit 3 creative arts professionals, so a photographer, a filmmaker, and a visual artist, and they will come along and work in residence with the field team and the field project and create a whole host of outputs that we can then use in a series of engagement events going forward in kind of late spring 2021 all the way through to 2022, and all of which will hopefully be in person, obviously COVID restrictions permitting. So these series of events and the processes and the outputs generated from the residencies will really hopefully for us have the aim to inspire reflection and develop conversations around livestock health and welfare, past, present and future. And they will all hopefully kind of provide this space for some inclusive, non-judgmental exchanges surrounding livestock health and livestock production more generally. So not only will this help with our aim of developing greater mutual understanding, but will also give us some more in-depth perspectives of animal health, welfare, and disease too, from a whole host of different audiences. And this is a hugely exciting opportunity for us, and we really can't wait to get started over the next couple of months. So the free residencies that we have are still live. So the closing date for these is Thursday, this Thursday, the 3rd of September. So there's still time to get applications in if you're interested, and get in touch with me if you have any queries at all. So the full information can be found up on the project website, which I'll make sure it is tagged and linked to this post too. So it's just left for me to kind of say a big thank you for letting me be involved and have a little bit of snippet of time as part of this conference, but also being part of the wider network as well, and through the creative arts practice, and the rural hub in particular. So thank you.